So I guess the entire internet has lost their minds over this insanely easy baked feta pasta. So I decided to make a vegan version and see how good that was. It turned out to be absolutely amazing, and even my brothers thought that it was real cheese, so it's definitely worth a try. The recipe is linked down below, although I only used it for inspiration and didn't completely follow it. So I started off by slicing a whole bunch of cherry tomatoes in halves. I used a lid to save me a lot of time, and don't be deceived because I did end up putting in more cherry tomatoes after that. So then I take my extra firm tofu, put it in the blender, and you only need about 1 brick. Then you add 1 teaspoon of salt to the blender. This is going to make it taste nice and salty like feta. Now for extra flavor, we're adding 1 teaspoon of garlic powder. Then you add half a cup of cashews. It looks overflowed because I'm using a 1/3 cup. The recipe says to soak the nuts overnight or boil them for 30 minutes, but I didn't do either and it turned out fine. The key ingredient in this to making it taste like feta is apple cider vinegar. Put in 2 tablespoons of it and it should give it that nice vinegary taste that feta has.
Will it blend? That is the question.
Yeah, it blended. What else were you guys expecting? This man literally blends iPads. So then just take all of your vegan feta and put it into the dish with the cherry tomatoes. Drizzle about 2 tablespoons of olive oil over the tomatoes and fake feta. This is when you would be adding your fresh basil, but the store that I went to didn't have any left, so I used some dry basil. And if you're feeling fancy, sprinkle a little bit of pepper on for extra flavor. So now the oven is preheated at 350 and I can put my dish in. Then set a timer for about 35 minutes, but keep an eye on it. Then I would assume that you know how to make pasta already, but if you don't, my condolences to your parents. Boil about 2 cups of your favorite pasta. I used penne. So then it was time to take it out of the oven, and I mixed everything up, added the pasta, some fell out. If you're a vegetarian that wants to make the change to vegan but you're struggling because of your love for cheese, this is definitely the recipe for you. The taste and the texture is so much like cheese that I actually shocked my family when I told them it was vegan.